This is Robert Forsch with the YouTube channel Truth, and I've got a simulcast going on, recording with the P1000, which I will link with the live broadcast that I have going on right now. So for those of you watching the Facebook, some of what I say will be redundant. I'll merge it with some compelling video. Okay, we can see the sun approaching right now, pretty spectacular. And I'm going to flip it around right here and show you the moon as the sun approaches. Right now, that's full moon. We had the lunar eclipse last night. You can hashtag YouTube Truth, my YouTube channel. I'm at the Prince Resort parking garage in the Cherry Grove, South Carolina area, and we can clearly see the sun approaching right there. The sun and the moon and stars move above the stationary Earth, where there's no visible curvature on the horizon whatsoever. That's the x-axis. The reason they're lying is to present a godless cosmic Big Bang. It's part of an elaborate deception, and I'm leveraging worldwide instantaneous communications with friends and family all over the world, leveraging this technology to show the reality to a world that has a population that's largely deceived. Satan is an opportunist. He'll use who and what he can, and God uses it all, including Satan. That's the way it works. I get to do what I want because the God who now lives in and through me, the author of Scripture, puts the want to do what he created me to do. It's a perfect fit. We had the sun appear at 7:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the moon set is at 7:38 a.m. The sun is local and small. I'm not sure the exact distance and diameter. I'm definitely for sure that it's not 93 million miles away and 1.5 million Earth sizes. The reason it's not daylight everywhere in the world is because we've got moisture. We've got particulate. Wow. We've got a gorgeous sunrise there, don't we? See how the sun skips across the high spots, the waves. That's my live broadcast going on right there. That's the Myrtle Beach skyline right there. And the Prince Resort right here. Had a dolphin down in the view just a little while ago. Job 37 states that the sun is in the midst of the clouds. Joshua 10, God stopped the sun from moving to give Joshua victory. If you've got a problem with God causing the children of Israel to kill men, women, children, and animals, accounts in Scripture, what you should know is that they were corrupting the population of the world. They, the fallen angels, so they were a demonically enhanced population, not enhanced, demonically corrupted. Genesis 6 talks about it. The book of Enoch talks about it. The reflections in the Zoom right now that is on the P1000 would just be the way the individual reflections on different areas of the water are reflecting. It's gorgeous. I've got a lot of occurrences of the sun appearing to be in the midst of the clouds, I believe, because it is. And it's pretty mysterious how it actually works. When I did the recording last year of the Great American Eclipse, as they called it, the moon was nowhere near where it would have been to cause what we saw. At that time, I was getting ready to go to my dad's memorial because he passed on. He was one of the 3 people per second that happened to him last year. He had a heart attack and a stroke and lost his Porsche, Lexus, house on the hill, and his financial portfolio. The medical industrial complex is designed to extract a whole lot of money from a whole lot of people before they transition so that they don't pass that on as a legacy to the family as well. You should know that. My mother died of cancer about 25 years ago. She said, Bobby, if the cancer doesn't get you, the treatment will. She was right. It's toxic. Healthy nutrients in the body, healthy focus of attention, as in I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, meditating on Scripture day and night and listening to it, sharing it worldwide. It's a powerful reality. No weapon formed against me will prosper, or you, if you're a child of God. If you are a child of God, have you actually been born again? That's the really big deal. It's important to make sure that has happened. Satan's children aren't going to care. They don't want it. And we live about 7 miles that way. Where the moon is setting from this vantage point. There's my friend Jeff down there, and Ray, friends. Hey Jeff, up in the parking garage. Hey Ray, you're on video. All right, so what I'm going to do here now is spin this around and show you the moon set. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do, this is the classic Harris Tweed. Let's show you what that looks like when I go ahead and spin this around. I got to get my glove on, it's pretty chilly. Okay, where are we? There we are. The sun and the moon put off their own light, and there's definitely sun hitting the moon right now. That's obvious. However, it like charges it up as best we can tell. There's a different light spectrum, and there's a cooling effect with the moon. More moon and less sun, it's a lot colder wherever that's happening. So the sun is, or I should say the moon is moving apparently in an area that cools off the North America right now. And the sun is lower in the sky, which is further away from this vantage point, which gives more heat to other continents, less heat here. Right now the water temperature out there is in the low 50s. It's going to get a lot cooler with this temperature that's coming from the land right now, inland. The icebox that is the Midwest, in the cool country. Evidently, of course, the sun is further away from there, and there's more moon present, so it's going to be a lot cooler there. When the wind blows in from the ocean, there's a warming effect, a tropical effect. That's just the reality of it. That's just how it actually works. And the sun and the moon appear to be about the same size because, best I can tell, they are. That's what I observe. The Tides Near Me is an effective app that I use to keep track of when the sun and the moon appear and vanish from this vantage point and their duration of visibility. I've been able to confirm the accuracy of that at this location. It's getting increasingly challenging to see the moon now as it moves away from us. Just to be clear, there would be no plumb or level on a spinning, wobbling, and of course the gyrating globe that exists only in the imagination. That's where it is. Let's put the water jug right there. How about that? There we go. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? The way that looks. Look at how quickly that leveled out. I've got a new addition that I've added to my repertoire. That would be the crystal bell, which I'm going to bring out right now. The evaporation, I should say the temperature differentials changes the density and the volume of the water. How much does a gallon of water weigh? Well, it depends on temperature. It drives the whole hydrologic cycle, the evaporation, condensation, and of course precipitation in all its forms, rain, snow, sleet, fog. We've got power generation because of water seeking its level through hydroelectric dams. And then we've got also steam generated electricity with radioactivity, nuclear power, steam generated by nuclear reactions or coal, natural gas, all of that. Then we've got the temperature differentials of the surfaces of the Earth, whether it's the water, which is a huge thermal sink reservoir, which stabilizes temperature. When water freezes, it floats on top of the liquid because it displaces a lot. Its buoyancy, you can hashtag it, B-U-O-Y-A-N-C-Y, buoyancy. It's true science, it's real science that confirms the reality of the world that we live in. Well, there I bumped the car and moved my bell a little bit. So there is a kaleidoscope of conspiracies. They're actually real, and then there's intentional, ridiculous conspiracy theories inserted to cause people to just reject the whole thing and forget about it. So on my YouTube channel Truth, I've got a liked video playlist that covers many of those actual conspiracies. The Illuminati, artificial intelligence, AI, directed energy weapons, the military and medical industrial complexes, mind control that's been going on. Before the United States existed, it was way back in ancient times as well. Trauma-based mind control, human sacrifice, blood drinking, pedophiles, it's Satanists. Oh well, it's an upside down world. There's apparently it looks like evil is more powerful and yet God allows it. There is a little bit of movement on the ringer, the clanger in the crystal bell, and that may be because of all the wind that's around, slight movement of the car. Nothing of the epic proportions of the spinning, wobbling, and gyrating oblate spheroid they say we live on, because they're lying. They're lying about all of that.